Now, President Trump loves to refer to himself as a very stable genius. Now, apparently that declaration seems to be taking off in Trump world, as a man who was standing behind the president during a recent rally was seen sporting a shirt that said just that. In fact, I want to show you that image here. Oh, look at that. Very stable genius. Very stable. You know what? I actually like mine better. If you can see that. Very stable genius. But anyway. Now, CNBC White House reporter Christina Wilkie had shared an image of the man on Twitter, pointing out that it was, quote, unclear whether the man was wearing this shirt ironically. And the only question is because it's such a ridiculous statement. Oh, no, very stable genius. I mean, who refers to themselves as a very stable genius? Well, we have somebody. It's the president of the United States. Insanity. But anyway, now she did point out that he was applauding and waving a Make America Great Again sign. Although, of course, he could be doing that to get a little conspiratorial. That he was doing this to avoid getting kicked out like Plaid Shirt Guy. Plaid Shirt Guy, of course, American hero. Now, it's also possible, but look, not very likely. He's not wearing it ironically and totally believes that Trump is a very stable genius. In fact, that's what Donald Trump calls himself all the time. Let me give you the quote here, which is great. Now that Russian collusion after 1 year of intense study is proven to be a total hoax on the American public, the Democrats and their lapdogs, the fake news mainstream media, are taking out the old Ronald Reagan playbook and screaming mental stability and intelligence. Okay. Now, okay, Ronald Reagan, by the way, he had Alzheimer's at the end of his life. And did show, at least according to some people, a little bit of mental decline in office. But then again, that could have been aged. Ronald Reagan was like ancient. But anyway, it's not quite the same thing as Trump, as he is definitely not a genius, as we've seen, and definitely not stable. In fact, who says things like this? Actually, throughout my life, my two greatest assets have been mental stability and being, like, really smart. That's a genuine quote. Here's another one. Hurricane Florence is, quote, one of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water. I'm just saying. Water is wet. Who could have known? Oh, the big water. The ocean water. Okay? Big water. Or, of course, I got this gem, where Donald Trump starts talking about nuclear.
Look, having nuclear, my uncle was a great professor and scientist and engineer, Dr. John Trump at MIT. Good genes, very good genes, okay? Very smart. The Wharton School of Finance, very good, very smart. You know, if you're a conservative Republican, if I were a liberal, if I ran as a liberal Democrat, they would say I'm one of the smartest people anywhere in the world. It's true. But when you're a conservative Republican, they try, do they do a number? That's why I always thought of, went to Wharton, was a good student, went there, did this, built the, I have to give my credentials all the time because we're at a little disadvantage. But you look at the nuclear deal, the thing that really bothers me, it would have been so easy, and it's not as important as these lives are. Nuclear is so powerful. My uncle explained that to me many, many years ago, the power, and that was 35 years ago. He would explain the power of what's going to happen, and he was right. Who would have thought? But when you look at what's going on with the 4 prisoners, now it used to be 3, now it's 4. But when it was 3, and even now, I would have said it's all in the messenger. Fellas, and it is fellas because, you know, they haven't figured that the women are smarter right now than the men, so, you know, it's going to take them about another 150 years. But the Persians are great negotiators. The Iranians are great negotiators. So, and they just killed us. This is horrible.
What? In that, there was about 4 or 5 different competing thoughts all taking over Donald Trump's brain space as he was talking. What? He did? Huh? Oh, no. Many, many years ago, my uncle explained that the power of nuclear. Nuclear is powerful. He said that 35 years ago, and he was right. You know, we already had nuclear weapons 35 years ago. We've had them longer for 35 years. No, he's going to explain what happened. He was right. And then, yeah. And then the Persians. They're great negotiators. Yep. The Iranians, great negotiators. Yeah. Awesome. What? Oh, no. You don't understand. He's a very stable genius. And he has the best words. The greatest words. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.